Okay, so before we even start the video, I'd like to say, in the future I'm going to be doing a lot more videos with other people, and I've been texting a few people and seeing who would like to join, and a few people said yes, so in the future there will be more episodes with people. So before I even get into this, I'll talk about some other things that might happen in the future. So, Hypotheticals with Blank, that series has already begun. But we're also so we've already got this series, the Dark series, and then there's the Light series. Everyone, that's already been a thing. Then there's the Hypothetical series, and then there's two more that's planned for the future. You can find them out on my Instagram, but I'll say it now anyway. Which is Debate Wars versus Blank, or A Quiet Conversation featuring Blank. So yeah, later on today I may do another the first Quiet Conversation. But anyway, just getting back into the core of this video, which is, it's hard to keep your masculinity 24/7. I definitely struggle myself, and I know a lot of guys really don't, but basically, obviously girls have their problems, and I would talk about them, but I know that they have struggles I wouldn't even know about, and I can't speak from their point of view, so I'm just going to speak from a guy's point of view, our struggles and whatnot, because I don't know the girls' struggles, that's the thing. But this is just getting it out there. For a lot of guys, including myself, it's hard to keep your mature masculinity 24/7. So some guy, like, you know how guys just try to be all masculine all the time. Well, not struggle to do that, but it's not. Sometimes it's easier to relax and just not be like that, and be more like, quote unquote, girly. I know I don't believe in those stereotypes, honestly, but it's just the truth. That's what we're raised to live by. We can't we can't show our feelings. We have to be straight, a solid rock, and we have to, like, be. It's really hard, honestly. So I have Justin Bieber on the cover, and I didn't do that for no reason. He's someone that tries to have that girly side. You can see the struggle in him, and that's why I put him on it. He tries to show that quote unquote girly side, sorry, but yeah, a lot of men judge him for that and say you're not manly enough, you should man up or whatnot, even though there is no such thing as manning up. And then he has to go do stupid things and just be an idiot because that's what the society tells him to do as a male. And I feel like I struggle with that too, because being a male can be tough at. Obviously, both genders have their problems, but it can be tough to follow stereotypes all the time. You should be judgmental to others. You shouldn't take crap from others, and you should let a joke go. But like sometimes we can get hurt, but we can't say anything about it. We have to hide it. That's what I hate. We just can't talk to people about anything because that's what we're brought up to be like. We can't show affection. We can't show sadness. We have to be either laughing and smiling all the time. We have to apparently make inappropriate or stupid jokes like fart jokes or whatnot, because apparently that's what we find funny and that's what society tells us to do. And honestly, I know a lot of guys really don't struggle with this. Um, but on it, like, they just walk through life with no problem. They can yell and scream, and I would say be an asshole, but I wouldn't say asshole. It's the wrong word because that's how we're brought up to be. I feel like a lot of guys don't struggle with that, but I really do. Sometimes it's good to just sit down and have a conversation or whatnot, or just not be all hyped up, an adrenaline junkie if you must. Also, I'll give you an example. If there is a fight, you can't do anything. If you don't take the fight, everyone calls you a pussy. It's like, oh, you should have taken the fight. Wow, you're such a scaredy cat. And then everyone judges you for that. But if you take the fight, then there's gonna be some people saying, well, that's all you care about, isn't it? You're a violent person. So really, it's a lose-lose situation. Including if you win or lose the fight. If you win the fight, then you get all this respect. But then people think you're an asshole and you went way too hard, and why would you even fight in the first place? And if you lose, people take your side, obviously, because you lost, but then but then people have less respect for you. And I see guys everywhere just doing wrestling contests and boasting about their muscles or whatnot. It's kind of stupid, honestly. And I know this isn't everyone, but obviously it's not everyone. It's probably like 50% of all males. But that's how we're brought up to be, and that's how we're stereotyped, and that's how a lot of us are forced to live. So yeah, that's problems with masculinity. I know. Again, I'm gonna say this again. Females have their own problems, and I would talk about them, but I can't because it's not. I can't just judge. It has to be from a woman's point of view, so then they can really say what the real struggles are. I wouldn't know myself. Obviously, I can have my assumptions, and they could be close to the truth, maybe. But yeah, you'll never know. So I can't just talk for them. If they have their problems, then they can say it themselves, and I know a lot of them do. So yeah, that's just problem. The reason I made this video is because there's so many feminist videos about how girls struggle with everything, but I feel like guys struggle just as much, but they just hide it. I mean, they're brought up to hide it. Obviously, a lot of guys don't, like me, for example. I don't really hide it that much. But yeah, that's the problems with keeping masculinity 24/7. Also, before the video ends, I am writing yet another book. I don't. A few of you, maybe a very small amount of you, know about my first one, which is The Many Adventures of McDonald Man and Nando's Ninja, and that was a book. That's all I got to say. It was a pretty bad book, if I'm going to be honest. But a lot of people liked it because I did feature a lot of my friends in it. But um, sorry if I sound weird. I'm just editing a video right now. But it's I just decided that heck, I might as well make a part two because one, all of my other books don't get any publicity. I either get too scared and don't show people, sorry, or I just get it's either I get too scared and don't show anyone, or I I don't know. I just not bothered and I don't show anyone my books. So McDonald Man's something that I really got out there, and for some reason or another, I don't know why, but a lot of people enjoyed that. So I decided, heck, I tell you what, I know I said I wouldn't make another one because I want to get serious into writing books, but since some of my stories have been very serious lately, I wanted to sit down and write a long book. Um, and all of my books have been released on Halloween by chance. It just finished on Halloween, so since 2016. And obviously in the past, I didn't really make really big, grand, great books, only like 30 pages or something. The first McDonald Man was the biggest one probably. But yeah, now this is hopefully going to be bigger. It's probably going to be smaller, if I'm going to be honest. It'll be smaller than the first one. But it's The Many Adventures of McDonald Man and Nando's Ninja, Defenders of Candyland. And you can probably see it on screen right now. So yeah, that's going to be coming out probably October of this year. So yeah, stay tuned for that too.